Voters in some of this year's presidential primaries may be in for a rude awakening. More than a dozen states have passed laws since the last presidential election that require voters to show government-issued photo ID at the polls, which could keep millions from casting a ballot.
11% of eligible Americans don't have these categories of state-issued photo IDs. When you're looking at particular demographics, the percentage is even higher.
Indiana was the first state to pass such a law, and Republicans in other states followed suit, but most of their attempts were blocked by judges or Democratic legislators and governors. Then, in 2010, the Republicans won big at both the national and the state level. They picked up 11 governorships and gained control of 57 state legislative chambers, where they quickly got to work passing strict voter ID laws. These states got a boost from the Supreme Court when it rolled back parts of the Voting Rights Act in 2013. Now, states with a history of discrimination wouldn't have to worry about the courts stepping in and calling their voter ID laws unconstitutional. The majority of these voter ID bills were approved on party line votes. Democrats opposed them, and Republicans argued that voter ID laws helped prevent voter fraud. But a Justice Department investigation under George W. Bush only prosecuted 86 cases of voter fraud in 5 years.
It really just doesn't happen. Americans are more likely to get struck by lightning than they are to encounter somebody who's committed the kind of voter fraud that gets stopped by voter ID laws.
When voter fraud does happen, it's much more likely to involve the use of absentee ballots. From people using fake names to vote, to groups that go to nursing homes and pressure residents to sign absentee ballots for a certain candidate. But absentee ballots are more likely to favor Republicans, and these strict voter ID bills, they don't deal with them. It doesn't exactly help the GOP cause when its members admit that these laws are about keeping people from voting.
The law is going to kick the Democrats in the butt.
Voter ID, which is going to allow Governor Romney to win the state of Pennsylvania. Done.
And there's research to back up the idea that this is a political strategy for Republicans. 2 political scientists found that states with increased minority voter turnout between 2004 and 2008 were more likely to pass restrictive voter ID laws than other states. And voters in a lot of these places, they can't help but be reminded of another time when opponents sought to limit their right to vote. The tools may have changed, but the goal sounds all too familiar.